You never expect to get that call. I mean, you pick up the phone and anything can be on the other side. But who's ready to hear, "I'm sorry, but your last surviving brother has been stung directly on the tip of the penis by a Deathstalker scorpion and he has died"? They say the lottery is a tax for people who don't understand math, but I still buy a ticket every week. I mean, the concept of probability, I understand it. I just don't know if it applies to my four brothers and me. I always felt when I was younger like I was never an individual. I mean, we were the Richardson Quintuplets. Kind of a package deal. We were only the 6th recorded set of monozygotic, identical quintuplets in the world to survive infancy, and only the 3rd set of males. Or a dime a dozen these days. Or a dime, I guess, for 15? It would be 15. Yeah, we'd have to work out the math. We all wanted to be dentists when we were kids. Each one of us wanted to be that one dentist out of 5 who didn't recommend sugarless gum. We lost Charlie when we were 30, just after Brian's wedding. Car crash. It could happen to anybody, they said. We just never thought it would happen to us. Gus used to joke when we'd go out. He'd order a steak, and the waiter would ask him how he wanted it cooked, and he'd go, "I like my steak like my chances of being a monozygotic quintuplet. Rare." That joke goes over much better with monozygotic quintuplets. Gus went the next year, struck by lightning. Out of the blue. I guess that's how lightning works, but couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. When it was just down to the 3 of us, we liked to watch the movie Jaws 2 together. We didn't watch the first Jaws because we'd joked that we'd seen enough quints die. That was us. 3 quints watching Jaws 2. Charlie, Brian, Gus, and I, we all weighed around 183, 184 pounds. Pete, he was 190. That was Petey, or as we called him, the fat one. Pete died next. Heart disease. And, you know, we used to joke, 1 in 5 Americans is going to have health problems due to obesity. That was Petey. After we lost Pete, it was just Brian and I. Honestly, looking back, the thing that gets me the angriest was the last call. I mean, why didn't they just open by saying he died? Did you just start off with all this scorpion penis stuff? You know, in the movie Jaws 2, there's a scene where the shark catches on fire. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but great white sharks primarily live under the water. It's an environment that few would call a fire hazard, is what I'm saying, you know. And then, boom, shark's on fire. And with Brian, I mean, here's the other thing. Brian lived in Antarctica. They don't even have scorpions in Antarctica. It's the only continent on Earth that doesn't have a single scorpion. And it still stung him. On the penis. On the tip of the penis, guy told me on the phone. That's 2 prepositional phrases. And directly on the tip, he's got to tell me, you know? I mean, thanks for letting me know it wasn't a glancing blow. Dead center, sure, thanks. In Antarctica, where scorpions don't live. To my last brother, and the second to last survivor of the famed Richardson quintuplets. You're on your own, pal. You know, at the end of Jaws 2, get this, the shark catches on fire again. Twice the shark catches on fire. Which means in the subset of sharks who have ever caught fire in their entire lives, which has to be a small group, this one shark could catch on fire, and before he dies, he could think to himself, "Oh my God, why is this happening to me again?" And I can't believe I now relate to that. I used to think that that movie was preposterous. And now I think, hey, you know, maybe that's how I'm going to go. Hissing into the sea, in the jaws of a flaming great white shark. It makes me feel in a way I've never felt in my whole life before. Unique.